Bringing your parents from India to Munich can feel overwhelming, but getting a Schengen visitor visa is a highly structured, solvable engineering problem. Look at this application blueprint. To succeed, we will build a flawless two-part application package. On the left, your host documents from Germany. On the right, your parent documents from India. This exact packet completely neutralizes the embassy's primary reason for rejecting visas. Before you start building, you need 3 absolute prerequisites in hand. From you, your Munich residence permit, your Aufenthaltstitel, and your Anmeldung address registration. From your parents, their valid Indian passports. Gathering those ID documents is the entry fee. The actual strategy lies entirely in how you prove financial stability and a guaranteed return home. Step 1 is deciding who is paying for the trip. The embassy requires absolute proof that someone holds financial liability for accommodation, living expenses, and medical costs for up to 90 days. This flowchart breaks down your 2 options. Route A is host pays. This requires you to obtain a Verpflichtungserklärung, a formal financial guarantee from the Munich KVR. To secure this guarantee from the city, you must present your salary slips, your employment contract, bank statements, and a rental contract proving your apartment has enough space to host guests. If your income doesn't meet the threshold, or you simply prefer not to take on the legal liability, you take Route B, parents pay. For Route B, your parents must show their own bank balance. They need to prove they hold enough funds to cover roughly 45 to 70 euros per day per person, along with a confirmed hotel booking. Many applicants assume the KVR process is a strict requirement for a family visit. It is not. Route B is an equally valid and sometimes faster path. Once you commit to one of these 2 financial routes, you lock in the exact documents needed to assemble the rest of your packet. Let's return to our application blueprint. This chart shows our 2 packets, and we are going to focus entirely on completing the host documents on the left. The cornerstone of your packet is the formal invitation letter. Look at this template. Your letter must include specific data fields, your KVR registered address in Munich, your residence permit details, and the exact passport numbers of your visiting parents. Writing a vague letter is a common reason for delays. Be explicit. State the exact dates of travel and clearly define the purpose of the trip as a family visit. Compile that detailed letter alongside clean copies of your passport, your Aufenthaltstitel, and your Anmeldung. By building a rigorously precise host packet, you remove all ambiguity for the German embassy. This cleanly shifts the burden of proof exactly where it needs to be, to your parents' circumstances back in India. Now we look at the right side of the diagram to construct the parent documents packet in India. Start with the standard mandatory items, completed visa application forms, passport-size photos, and a Schengen-compliant travel insurance policy with a minimum coverage of 30,000 euros. Next comes the travel itinerary, which hides a major logistical trap. Do not buy confirmed tickets. Only book fully refundable flight itineraries prior to actual visa approval. Now we reach the final and most heavily scrutinized element of the entire Schengen process, proving your parents' intent to return to India. Failing to prove strong ties to India is the absolute #1 cause of visa rejection. To prove these ties, your parents must submit highly specific evidence. This means property deeds, verifiable pension or employment records, bank statements from the last 6 months, and documentation of immediate family members remaining in India. A dense portfolio of physical and financial ties effectively neutralizes the embassy's fear that your parents will overstay their 90 days. The India packet is a complete legal argument proving they have an undeniable, documented reason to leave Europe. With both packets built, the final execution step is booking an appointment at the nearest VFS Global Center in India. Your parents will submit the combined application and log their biometric data. This timeline graphic shows what to expect next. After VFS submission on the left, processing and approval generally takes between 15 and 30 days. Success at this stage means physically handing over the complete dual packet checklist to the VFS agent with 0 missing items. Once the visa is approved, there is a primary jurisdictional rule. The visa permits travel anywhere in the 27-country Schengen area, but Germany must be the primary destination. As a practical border control tip, ensure your parents' initial point of entry into Europe is physically through a German airport to avoid unnecessary scrutiny. By separating the financial strategy from the intent to return documentation, you've engineered a bulletproof application, clearing the path to welcome your parents to Munich.